After spending a year in prison, Wayne needed help re-entering the workforce. Through Goodwill's Second Chance Workshop and the Freedom Drive Job Connection, Wayne found a rewarding career as a supervisor in the heating and air conditioning industry. Ladies and gentlemen, our last Good Work Award is presented to Wayne Brown.
Thank you, and good afternoon. It is truly an honor to accept this award. My story is much like the story of a lot of people who, because of poor choices, found ourselves with a blemished record that barred us from the opportunity of employment. But I was given a second chance. While serving a 12-month prison sentence, I was introduced to Goodwill's Second Chance program by Mr. Charles Reed. Subsequent to my release, I was unsuccessful in locating a job. I called Mr. Reed and explained my issues. Goodwill's programs helped me put together a resume, improve my interview skills, and taught me how to explain the blemish on my record to an employer. Mr. Reed then led me to OMIT's Heating, Ventilation, and Air Conditioning program. After meeting and speaking with Mr. Doug Barrett, Ms. Rose Jones, and Mr. Zeke Burns, I decided where I wanted my next career to be, with OMIT. They advised me in order to be successful in this business, I had to be willing to do two things. One, be committed, and two, to make sacrifices. This was a big change for me. Even though I had been an experienced warehouse person all my life and was qualified for many jobs, I kept getting rejected for full-time jobs because of my record. Thanks to Goodwill and OMIT, that was all about to change. After completing an 8-month HVAC course through OMIT, I received a call from Mr. Barrett asking if I was interested in starting a business that would target low income, the elderly, and the less fortunate people who couldn't afford to pay the higher cost to larger HVAC companies. Needless to say what my answer was. Initially, it was just the two of us. Now today, 1 year later, we have the Habitat for Humanity contract and currently working on others. We've also grown to 2 crews, all OMIT graduates. I supervise 6 people, some of whom overcame the same background obstacles I did, and some who also received assistance from Goodwill. I really enjoy being a member of the OMIT team, and I enjoy my new career. Being in the position to help others as we do sends me home with a huge sense of gratification. Now I have a stable job that allows me to pay bills and go on vacation with my family. I continue to use Goodwill's resources personally, as well as share their many programs with family, friends, and anyone else I meet who I feel could benefit from Goodwill's resources. I would like to thank those who donate to Goodwill. Without you, none of this would have been possible. Thanks to the Goodwill family for all your support, your patience, and resources. I would like to acknowledge everyone at OMIT Trade School for their guidance and continuing support. I would like to thank Ms. Moore and all the helpful staff at the Charlotte Area Fund for their support. And finally, I would like to thank my family and friends for being here and supporting me as well. It would have been so easy for my wife, my children, and the rest of my family to turn their backs on me when I was sent to prison. They were there for me before and after and inspired me to move forward. Napoleon Hill, author of the book, Think and Grow Rich, has a well-known expression that states, "What the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve." He also wrote, "The majority of men who meet with failure because of their lack of persistence in creating new plans to take the place of those which fail." Goodwill's Second Chance program helped me make plans and took the place of poor decisions and plans that I had previously plagued my life. I try to be an example to all ex-offenders who may feel that there's no way to turn around. I constantly let them know that with Christ, you can plan with a purpose, prepare with prayer, and proceed positively in persistent pursuit of your goals. In closing, if you find roadblocks, thank you. In closing, if you're finding roadblocks, don't give up. I tell people all the time that if you're seriously looking to get your life back on track, Goodwill is the place to get started. Again, thank you, and this is an honor.